tools and everything. And let me pick up one last thing. This is what I really wanted to end the discussion here, right? How our brain see the data. So there are four aspects it has given. So aspect number one, if your data is well visualized, what happens is that the dopamine get rushed, you get its inclination to take a look on the data, and then you try to there is always curiosity come into play, and then you try to see what's happening, and then you try to interpret the data and then take an action. This is what the first thing, right? So release of dopamine and how the dopamine releases, and only thing is dopamine looks for the patterns and all that, right? And then another aspect is that, so emotional connect. So your data should connect the story, right? Connect the dot. That's what it talks about, right? How the plasticity and neurons being connected if you tell the story from the data. And then emotions find a strong connect with the audience, and it change it in a long-term memory and ability to influence decision making. And then neural coupling, that also talk stories allow the audience to identify with the idea experience as that their own living on that asset. And then the very, very important and far most important thing is pattern. The whole storytelling, if we summarize in one single word, the one single word will be patterning the data, visualizing the data, and scrubbing the data, using the data in a way that it can be easily explainable and easily understandable. So this is the main crux of the entire discussion. As a summary, always make the data slicer, dicer, make the data, create a pattern, and like a stratification, scatter diagram and all that, so that it will be easily, you can infer the data, you can just give the inferences about it. At the same time, when it comes to visuals, don't use too much grid lines, too much data points, everything, and instead you can use simple lines, and with whatever you wanted to highlight, you can just do that. In addition to it, I also request you to take a look on another book called Storytelling with Data by Wiley Publication. That is also interesting book, and I find it lots of interesting in that book also as well. And this book is also, if you're a beginner and if you wanted to really make a good presentation, this is the good book to read it. And it is available. It is less than 4,000 rupees in Indian rupees. So you can easily get this book as so. Please have a read it and enjoy it. Thank you so much.